Sewing friends, so today I want to come and talk to you about fall and winter sewing. I've dived into my stash to find a bunch of things that coordinate together, and I want to talk a little bit about some of the things I'll be sewing as part of this. So the first piece that I'm going to pull out is one that you've seen, and I've showed you what I'm going to make from it, and this is this deep red that I'm going to make the new look Mimi G cape. For those of you who know, I will put it up here. It is double-sided fleece. I'm going to use the grid side. We've talked about this before, but this is what I'm going to match with it. So I also went into my stash and I found this lovely French, actually it's not French hair, this is sweatshirting, organic sweatshirting. And I am going to make a mile-end sweatshirt. Now, I planned on making a mile-end sweatshirt for this before, and I was going to make it for my daughter, but I don't think she loved the color, so I think I'm going to make it for myself instead. The mile-end sweatshirt has a fun gathered piece in front with some like drawstrings, and it's got some really nice piecing and top stitching, so that's going to go with that. I inherited this, almost looks like a Donegal print, French terry, and this I'm going to make into the Paula set wide leg pants with a drawstring and paper bag waist, and I'll put those up there so you can see it. This is a Ukrainian designer. I've seen several other people make it. It's a really nice pattern. This is a fairly stable knit. I think it'll do well in that, and they'll be nice and cozy. I'm also going to be making a Vogue quarter zip, and I'll show that pattern as well. I just picked this one up this fall, and I want to make the quarter zip to go with it. The Paula set does have a funnel neck top that goes with it, but I would like a zip one, so I'm going to do the Vogue one instead to go with it. So I'll have a nice set with that. And then I'm going to be doing, and I have made before, the wave set from the Handmade Millennial, which is a Nomi pattern. And if you can see here, I have this really nice herringbone, gray herringbone with black. It's double-sided fabric, so it's perfect for that pattern. I'm just going to flip it over and cut the other pattern pieces out. So I think it'll be really nice to make the pants out of this. And I would like to make this is a knit fabric, but it's pretty stable, so it'll be really nice to make those pants for a fall and winter option. And then my last piece that I'm going to be working on is a Tremont vest. And for those of you who've seen my Tremont jackets, I've made a couple of them. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you a sketch that I have in my journal that I concepted with this cream colored boiled wool here and this black boiled wool here. So I'm going to be doing these two. And when I piece it, these aren't the same weight, so I'm going to lean towards using more of the black and less of this. And I'm going to make sure the edges of the vest are in the black, that is the bottom edges and things like that, so that the weight of it hangs in the right way. Because this is a little thinner, the cream one's a little bit thinner than the black one. But I want to piece these together because I don't have enough to do any one thing of these two, and I already have a cream vest that I made out of this, and I already have a black poncho that I already made out of this as well. So I have a lot of other garments that are going to go with this whole black and white and cranberry theme for late fall and early winter, and all of these are super simple patterns. There's nothing complex about them. So they should be pretty fast sews. I'm also making some holiday things too, which I won't share, but I'm making some gifts for some friends. I'm making a couple things for family. Not a lot this year. My kids, they kind of want to lean towards, what can you buy me at the store kind of thing. And then of course with friends, we don't really do a lot of gifting. We just do something small. So I'm going to be making little journal wraps with elastic and fabric with little pockets in them. So you could put pens and things and wrap it around the outside of your journal, or use it as a bookmark with some Post-it flags, that sort of thing. Just something small and a nice gift that I can go ahead and recognize my friends. So that's what I'm doing here for fall and winter sewing. This is going to probably take me through early winter. I'm fully leaning into my casual lifestyle, friends. There are no fancy garments here. These are all things I can wear working from home or driving in my car, which I do a lot of, sitting at hockey rinks where it's cold, and I do a lot of that as well. So these are all comfortable, casual clothing that I can take forward, that I don't need anything fancy in my life anymore, and I'm sewing for the life I have. So thanks for joining me today on Sew Paradise. If you want to check out all the stuff, you can go to the blog. There'll be a larger blog post about all these garments, including some of the drawings and designs and plans that I have put together for each one of these pieces. Some of these pieces actually transcend last year's plan that I never got to, but I am planning on it for this year, mostly because I didn't have the right fabric, and I've inherited some fabric from friends' stashes the Donegal French Terry being one of them. I've inherited a couple things from friends' stashes that I want to take forward, and I've also pulled some things out of my own stash. All of this stuff is stash fabric, so that makes me feel really good that I'm using up the stuff that I have.